Welcome back to another Alliance War video. We have 4 Loki versus SSX. They banned Hulk, Titania, and Silk. This is the Battleroom Brawl War. A lot of 4 Loki members and SSX members are in Vancouver as this war is going on. It's kind of funny that obviously we matched each other. And I am going to be bringing in Peni, SpiderGwen, and White Magneto. This has kind of been a staple towards the end of the season as I have ranked up SpiderGwen, and she's done quite well on the map. So looking at my path, I'm going to just join and burn some energy. I'm going to be on path 6, taking that Juggernaut with SpiderGwen. He is a tactic defender and she's a tactic attacker. She has decay, so she'll place withers on contact, which will remove his gem, basically make him a potato. Storm, the node really doesn't do anything for her because you can dex her SB1 rather easily, and you can remove some of the prowess by hitting her. So I'll be using Peni for her. Kindred's on Sadist, and we'll get into that a little bit later. Ebb and Flow Intercept and Sadist. This Sassy is on Ebb and Flow Intercept with Mighty Charge. I'll be taking that with SpiderGwen, and I've already had some experience with both of those defenders, so that should be fun. And then Chavez on this debuff immunity on knockdown again. I've already taken her once, so I'm looking to improve on that since I have some experience. And we have a Photon Boss and a Darkhawk on 49 that Andrew's going to absolutely smash. While SSX and 4 Loki are watching in person. It's kind of funny. I think he was playing outside in the cold. But first up is this Juggernaut, and I'm going to be taking, I actually took my fights. I'm actually in Seattle traveling at the moment of this war, so I decided to take my first 2 fights to get them out of the way, and then I'll take my last 3 later in the day. But first up is just Jugs, and immediately I parry, and that would have removed his gem. Again, this is the Psychic Thorns node, I believe, and Deja Vu Prowess. I'm not really worried about the prowess. I'm not even playing anything with the node. I'm just keeping him in his corner, throw SB1s, inevitate him, and slow him with the knockdown. It's just, it's over. There's really nothing much going on right here. I'm running Max Despair and Inequity, so I'm mitigating a lot of the damage. I believe I have 1 point left in my mastery because I'm leaving that out because I don't want to resonate on for Kindred. Just don't want another debuff on him. But for this fight, Peni again is going to make an appearance in the war. Attack. I didn't use her against Fury, although she is an ideal Fury counter. I did not want to get a bleed on me. But for this node, it doesn't make sense to use Spider-Gwen or White Magneto. They can both take her, but Peni will ultimately be faster. So the plan basically is just to parry and short combo during the stun to minimize her power gain. When I parry, also I gain more power for the parry, so I want to push her to a bar. As she gets over a bar, then throw my SB1 to power burn her, and then push her back over to ramp up my spider charges that already have 4 to begin with because of the SpiderGwen synergy. And at this point, I just want to try to hit her, a few times just to keep that prowess down. But really, I'm just trying to bait the SB1 from her. And at this point, I just want to build to my special 2. She throws this really quickly, so I love when the AI does that. And then I just want to time my special 2 as I push her over a bar, and I'm at 2 bars. And right there, I'm at 12 spider charges. I have 12 incinerates, and you see that it's ticking for about like 4k a tick. I mean, it's really kind of melting her. So at this point, baiting that SB1, and she ends up dying. Super smooth Peni fight, totally safe there. That's always good to see. Next up, I have a Kindred on the Ebb and Flow Intercept and Sadist node. And last time I took Kindred, it was on the Ebb and Flow Knockdown debuff immunity, and I wanted to keep his debuffs up to mitigate his degen that he places on you. So on this node, with Sadist, I was just afraid that the chip damage was going to be too much. Because I want to keep the debuffs on him at all times, and I was really and I was really worried that that I wouldn't be able just to get him down with the protection up, and I don't want to intercept necessarily because then I lose all my debuffs, But on this note, it's a little different because while I do lose the debuffs when I intercept, I start placing withers immediately on contact afterwards. So to start the beginning, I do try to get a intercept. He doesn't go for it, and I just push him into his corner. And at this point, I actually do want to throw SB1s. I do want to knock him down because I get that slow and a never rate on him. And I want to bait out this SB2 to pause the infection or the bug charges. I'm not sure. I don't remember what they're called right now. But at this point, everything's going fine. He, I get an intercept there. Like I said, I wasn't too worried about him losing all his debuffs because the next time I make contact, I can just start placing withers again. And if I have the Spidey mode on, I can inevitate him. So that's perfectly fine. And so here, I tried going for intercept. He backed off. And I throw an SB1 because, again, I like that inevitate. And his protection is up still. And I'm just, mitigating all that degen that I would be taking. And at this point, I would just want to save my specials for when I get rooted. So you see I am blocking all this. I can dex that SP1 perfectly fine. I just don't want to mess up. There, my evade and indestructible save me. I bait a heavy and I throw the SB2 to basically get out of the root, and then I counter his heavy with an SB1 and end the fight. So I was actually pretty happy with the way that went. I just didn't want to get massive degen on me. I was never too worried in the fight about that. And next up, I have this R2 Sassy. I took an R2 Sassy before, but he did have suicides on, so the recoil was helping me. But I did, like I said, I got some experience in the fight, so I'm pretty confident going in here. And again, the plan is basically to throw SB1s, get the intercepts when I can, and corner him so I can keep the inevitate up, meaning I can make full use of that Fury when the protection is down, and also limit his rage stacks, which mitigate, the more he has, it mitigates damage that I do. So you see he's at 2 there. I get an intercept, and I throw my SB1 here, and I come at him because I want to get a parry if I can. He throws a combo into me. I evade the last one because I was actually going to just combo after it. But at that point, he's at about 70%, and I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, throw the SB1. The plan is, when he gets closer to the end, is to get the intercept and throw a big SB3 to hopefully end the fight if my basics don't do enough. But you can see here, he's ineverated. His rage stacks are climbing, so I'm keeping an eye on his health, and it's like, okay, so now I want to bait this special 2. He dumps all his power. I get an intercept. I'm like, okay, cool, now we're cooking. That throws SB1, and I'm like, okay, now at this point I do want to build, or let him get into rage as I build into my special 2 or special 3. The special 2, if he's in rage, will stun him and I can get him in the corner. I just need the intercept up. And now he's in wrath. I'm going to actually use his wrath to get an intercept, so I'm trying to back away from him to have him come at me. I just wanted to see right there, I want him to throw that special 1, and now I go for the intercept because he's aggressive in wrath. And so I combo into my relic, and I'm going to throw the special 2 or special 3 no matter what it would have been, and it would have killed him. So that went super smooth. You get that wrath up and all that damage mitigation is gone, and that's what you want. Now for this fight, this Chavez fight, I was watching back and it got kind of dicey last award. I didn't want that to happen, so I told myself, if she does not have a bar of power, then I'm going to heavy her to get the Fury up to deal damage, and then just bait SB1s and just kind of make her dump her power that way. She's not going to have any negative zones to power gain, so it shouldn't be too bad. And that's basically the plan. I'm going to heavy her when she dumps her power and get the Fury up, combo her to a special 1, bait, repeat, and if I don't have the Fury up and the protection down, don't stress about it and just get her down. So that evade on the start is really just killing me, but I'm not going to complain because that evade can save me at times. So here, this is where I do. I dump that heavy to get the protection down, and now I'm just going to bait SB1s from her. And this Chavez, man, she just loved throwing the special one. I would do short combos, and she would throw her special right there, get rid of the negative zone. And I'm like, all right, perfect. And see how I'm not doing a heavy attack because she didn't dump her power. So here I want to dash away, and I'm going to heavy her. Now I get the protection down, and same thing. I'm going to try to just basically hit her. I threw her special too. Hopefully it would pop off some big damage, but it didn't really do too much. My power back gave me some power, but at this point I'm going to do a combo and then bait this SB1. And I'm like, okay, perfect. I'm just gonna kind of go to my special 3 at this point. I've decided that I can get her low enough and the fight is well under control that I can kill her with a special 3 once I get the protection down. But she's throwing her special 1, you know, frequently, so I'm not too really worried about it. Here I heavy her, and I'm gonna do a combo into my special 3, but she dies anyway. So that was my war. Now let's take a look at the final score. Unfortunately, we did lose this war, 6-3. GG's to SSX. This puts us in a very tough position to get into Masters. We do have an outside shot, but it's definitely going to be rough, and it's going to sting if we don't get in. Shout out to Andrew, Trevor, and Mad Cat for the MVPs, and you know, shout out to my BG who got another donut. This one and the one before, HCAR, we actually didn't donut. Every other BG donated but us. We died twice that war. So we'll see how we do in the final war of the season.